Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sam Rexstraws, and today I'm bringing you guys a domination gameplay on the map Stadium. And today, the new First Strike DLC map pack came out on the PS3, and I thought I would upload this gameplay because you guys might want to see some gameplay from the new map pack. Maybe you guys can pick up some tips or hints or cool spots on this map that you should sort of stay around in order to find a little bit of success. I'm sure you guys have, seen your fair share of, gameplay from the new maps, but I thought, this was in my file share, so why not? I hope you guys on the PS3, and I believe PC gets it today too, are enjoying the maps. Hopefully you don't feel like you wasted your money, and hopefully you guys used my videos sort of as an indicator of whether or not you guys would like to actually buy the map, so that you don't end up regretting getting the map pack. So anyway, this is going to sound a little bit awkward, but I wanted to sort of talk to you guys briefly about the shift in the Call of Duty commentary community that's happened pretty much over the past year. So over the past year, and this is no secret to anybody, it's not going to come as a surprise to any of you guys, there's been a huge focus on talking about things other than the gameplay. Specifically, a lot of people have been using gameplay commentaries sort of as a medium for vlogging, talking about their life and this and that, and becoming a personality that a lot of people just sort of want to hear about, like Tabe, or White Boy, or any of those guys. So, about 2 weeks ago on Twitter, I just sort of said to my, followers, because I've always been asked this before, but I wanted to ask a large group of people, what did they think about me not talking about the gameplay, and just sort of talking about some things that have been going on with me. And it was an overwhelming response that, yes, like, these people wanted to, hear you guys, not these people, because I know a lot of you guys follow me on Twitter, wanted to hear me talk about some stuff other than the gameplay that's sort of just related to me. So I thought I'd talk to you guys today about some of those things, and I'll see how you guys like it, and if you don't like it, I won't do it ever again, but if you do, we'll see. So anyway, two things that have been going on recently with me is I've been looking for a new car. I actually chose a car on Tuesday. Don't have it yet. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit here. And also college. So college is something, the college application process is something that I delayed for a long time, and that's really bad. I think I already talked about this before. I applied to like 8 or 9 colleges, and I applied just about a month or a month and a half ago, which is really, really late. I really should have applied way earlier, and it's one of the things that I do regret. And not only did I apply really, really late, but the worst part is I didn't really think a lot about the colleges that I wanted to go to, and ended up applying to a bunch of colleges that I'm not super excited to go to, even if I do get accepted. So I just recently sort of realized that I know what I want in college. I want a really large campus. I want to go to a college in a state that is that has really nice weather almost all year round, if not all year round. Texas, Florida, California, and I want a college, if possible, that allows me to have my car in my freshman year on campus. And that's something that I think only one of the colleges that I applied to has. I actually applied to like 4 or 5 colleges of my choice, and then my parents chose like 4 or 5 colleges for me to apply to. And yeah, only one of them's out of state, and I think that is Rice University. I haven't really looked into Rice University at all. I'll probably do it right after this video. But yeah, I think that's a pretty big campus that is in obviously a state with really nice weather. So yeah, I'll probably do a little bit of research right after this video. But anyway, what I wanted to kind of ask you guys, kind of talk to you guys about, is that lately something's come up that never ever occurred to me before. I never entertained the thought of this, and that is not going to college immediately after finishing high school. My dad just sort of said to me, I was talking to him about my thoughts about college, and how like I didn't apply to any colleges that I really wanted to go to, that I put a lot of thought into applying to. And he was just like, and this is not like my dad at all, he's not a really relaxed person when it comes to education, I don't think, but he just basically said, why don't you wait 6 months? Why don't you, or not 6 months, but like 4 months, why don't you apply to go to a school second semester, And that was something I'd never thought about before. And not that it's like I never thought about it, and once I heard it, I was like, oh yeah, definitely, I'll just do that. I really have to think about if this is something I really want to do. It depends where I get accepted to, but even, like I said, a lot of the colleges that I apply to, even if I get accepted to, I'm not really excited to go to. So this is something I really have to think about, because I don't know if I want to go to a college 6 months late when everyone's going right away, and I don't know if that's going to be a not so great thing, if it's going to make things a little bit difficult for me. college wise. So that's one thing I've been thinking a lot about lately. So yeah, that's just something that's been going on with me lately, and I'll try and keep you guys updated as to what my choice is and what colleges I get accepted to, and if I decide where I want to go for sure, what goes on with that, I'll update you guys. So the other thing that has been going on lately is looking for cars. So on Tuesday, I went with my dad car shopping. Originally, I had planned to get my car first week of April because I was planning on getting paid by Machinima on March 31st, and they ended up, paying us a little bit more than a month early. So that was really, really awesome of them, and it was a really large, sum of money, and it like opened my eyes to like, hey, I can really, buy almost any car I want. I can't buy, a Lamborghini or a Bugatti Veyron, but I can buy a really nice car, and that's a luxury that, as I've said before, I didn't have 6 months ago, a year ago. When I originally made a video talking about what car I should get, I kind of had it in the back of my mind that, and I had talked to my parents about this before, that for the first 6 months or year of me having my license, I would just drive my mom's 1998 Suburban Tahoe. I wouldn't get my own, car, new or used. And that was, something that was just sort of like something I accepted, something that was perfectly okay with me. But now that I have the opportunity to sort of choose, or now that I've had this opportunity to sort of choose what car I want, I put a lot more thought into it. And I ended up sort of, realizing that, I don't want to get an SUV. An SUV is, I mean, my parents have always had SUVs, and that's what I've grown up driving. But as my first car, I'm looking for a more sporty look, so I'm not going to get an SUV, even though I did look at one, possibly to buy. But it was really because my dad wanted me to, drive that. But yeah, I kind of like narrowed it down, and I'm not going to tell you guys which car I chose because I'm actually getting it on Saturday. I'll make, sort of like a vlog type video showing you guys the car and talking about that when I actually have it. But I will tell you guys the other three cars that I looked at. So the first one that I looked at that was sort of unrelated to the other two, or the other three really, is the Range Rover Sport, and that car is cool and all. My dad really likes it. Like I just said, he wanted me to look at that car. He's probably going to get it for himself when he gets a new car. But honestly, it wasn't for me. And I've heard a lot of negative things about Land Rovers and Range Rovers before. High center of gravity, you'll flip in it or this and that. And it just wasn't for me. So the other two cars the other two out of the three cars that I looked at were the BMW 328 Coupe with xDrive, and xDrive is a pretty big deal just because I live in Pennsylvania right now, and during the winters it can really suck not to have a car with all-wheel drive. And then the Audi A5, which has Quattro all-wheel drive. And those two cars I turned down. I didn't, I really liked them, don't get me wrong, and they're really awesome cars. But there was one car that I looked at, and it just had like a wow factor that the others didn't. And I really can't wait to show you guys what car I chose, because I'm extremely excited to get this car, extremely excited to start practicing and driving it. I get my license on May 20th, so I got some time to practice in between now and then. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what's been going on with me lately, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.